What's up guys, Bennett here. Let me start out with this video of Alex Mashinsky taking a look right here from Living DeFi, claiming he lost millions of dollars and saying he bought some sell before the show. So after this video, I'm going to talk about a couple other things, including the fee examiner, Ernst and Young, talking about what happened in court on December 20th, a little bit about claims, talking about custody and Withhold getting their money back, talking about Krissy Mashinsky, Alex's wife, one of her latest tweets, and also Core Scientific going bankrupt. So let's start out with this little clip and then I'll get into those stories.
Their funds, got their funds back. Anyone who wanted to come in and earn or take a loan or anything else got served. We opened for business and we continue to do what Celsius does best: serve the community, protect the community, make sure your assets are there when you need them. Personally, I obviously lost a lot of money, just like all of you. I'm talking about hundreds of millions of dollars of net worth that just evaporated over the last few days. But I know that if I double my efforts and if I work hard, I can rebuild all of that and more. And again, nothing has changed here. Nothing has changed for Celsius. Nothing has changed for the Cell token. Yes, we took a beating, but I still hold the vast majority of my position, right? I didn't sell anything. I just bought some Cell right before the show.
All right, so I don't need to comment on that. I think it's self-explanatory, and I believe Living DeFi is correct that 2 days before this video, he withdrew all of his assets. So yeah, he took a beating, but he also just left Cell token inside the wallet. So yeah, guys, let me dive into the other stories really quick. We have the independent fee examiner. Now, this is some retired judge, Christopher Sonchi. He does mediation, arbitration, independent director, etc. And what do you know? He retired from the court just a few months ago. Now, here we have another example of Chapter 11 just giving money to people in the know. I don't know if he's friends with the main judge in the case. I don't know how he's affiliated, but he is getting a nice little retirement bonus by being the fee examiner. And next, Celsius employs Ernst and Young as their tax advisors. Well, this would have been good to do, 4 years ago, not using the estate's money to figure out your frickin' taxes. Next, take a look what they talked about yesterday in court on the 20th. So they mentioned that additional liquidity will be required by March of next year, but they also mentioned the equity hole, which they finally admitted is approximately $1.2 billion. So not really news there. They talked about KERP, that key employee retention plan. Now, my opinion of KERP is that these are employees that basically want to leave Celsius and are saying, hey, we're going to leave unless you give us a nice, fat, juicy bonus. But really, $2 million is a drop in the bucket compared to the legal fees we are paying. Now, this is important. Talking about the sale process, they talked about one possible outcome being a customer migration, and this would be something like Binance acquiring the customer base, similar to what they are doing or most likely going to do with Voyager. Now, this is really interesting. They talked about the NewCo is going to be creditor owned. So the NewCo will be owned and controlled by Celsius creditors. So that's interesting, right? This is a pretty interesting thought. We will see what happens with this, but this is what they talked about on the 20th. So next, they are officially reopening withdrawals for certain customers, the pure custody and pure withhold accounts, and also for people with less than $7,575 inside of their custody accounts. So if you fall into those categories, congrats. In the very soon future, probably 1 to 2 months, you will have the opportunity to withdraw your crypto. So now let's take a look at what Krissy Mashinsky said in her latest tweet storm. Someone says, please, what is the rate of us having access to our coins? She says, ask Simon, meaning Simon Dixon. He knows everything. He is a preferred equity investor, a bidder and a creditor, and a very, very rich man with a lot of your coins. What the hell is she talking about? He should pay for your legal fees also. What is she talking about? And people are commenting, being like, Krissy, you're insane. And she's like, dude, I don't have your coins. Ask Simon for your coins. He is extremely rich and seems to have a lot. I'm about to ask him for my coins, actually. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what she's talking about. Usually I can decipher, like, what does somebody mean behind what they're saying? It may come out wrong. It may not make total sense. But usually I can kind of get a sense of what they're trying to say. I don't know if she literally believes that Simon has our coins. I don't really quite know what she's saying here. But the comments speak for themselves. Next, take a look at Core Scientific filing for Chapter 11. I can go into this a little bit later in a future video, but they are highly tied up with Celsius. Joe Layer said, wondering how this works as far as the Bitcoin mined on units owned by Celsius. Does it go directly into the Celsius wallet, or does it go to Core and booked as a debt or a payable to Celsius on the balance sheet? So a lot of confusing words. Essentially, this just adds another complicating factor into the already very complex Chapter 11, where we are getting all of these people going through bankruptcies all interconnected here. You know, we have Voyager, we have 3AC, we have FTX, we have Celsius, we have BlockFi, probably others to come. And they all have been giving loans to each other and taking loans from each other and investing in each other's companies, and there's going to be clawbacks and preferences and all sorts of craziness. So all we can hope for now is that this moves as swiftly as possible. We aren't really in the driver's seat at the moment. We are unfortunately in the back seat. And regarding claims, I am still working on what I would suggest a friend to do. I will make a future video about this in a lot of detail. I know we have until January 3rd, and there's a lot of people that are concerned that it's getting close to the deadline. I guess I'm a procrastinator, but I see we have, 14 days. So for me, that's like a long time. I'm still compiling information, and I will let you know when I have something. If you have enough money and you want to consult a lawyer about this, I mean, honestly, that's the best route. The problem is, from what I heard, most lawyers don't want to take the liability of representing somebody in something like this. But if you have enough money and your claim is large enough with Celsius and you can afford a lawyer, I mean, maybe they will. Maybe they would do that for you. I'm sure if you have enough money, a lawyer would do anything for you. But I will do my best to make a video soon about this, definitely several days before the bar date, which is January 3rd. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. If this is the last video you watch until Christmas and New Year's, I hope you have a nice time with friends and loved ones and whoever you want to spend the holidays with, even if it's your dog or if it's by yourself. I hope you have a nice time with the holidays. All right, guys, talk with you soon, and bye for now.